be good in the paint, and they also need to rebound and get second chance points. They're going to want to use Natalie Rippey, as she's been hot all week, shooting threes and scoring points. She's been the leading scorer in many games so far this tournament. And now the moment has come. Who do you think is going to win this game?
I definitely think Pius has a shot. If they can get the ball moving, if they can play fast, and if they can out-physical the other team, I can see them being very successful.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think with Caroline Kelly leading this Kearney Bulldogs team, this is her third or fourth year in the tournament. She's going to be very successful yet again. And thank you for joining us for the pregame show. Now we're going to head courtside with Trey and Cole.
Hey, thanks, Zach and Jaden, and welcome to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for tonight's Liberty North Invitational Tournament Championship games. On the women's side of the bracket, we have St. Pius High School and Kearney High School facing off tonight. I'm Colin Masters, alongside my partner, Trey DeGarmo.
Yeah, we got a great matchup for you guys tonight between the Bulldogs and the St. Pius High Schools. St. Pius Warriors, excuse me, and we are getting ready to have the starting lineups introduced. This is the championship game of the women's bracket. And so far, both of these teams have been phenomenal in this tournament. A couple of, big players have been, starting with Kearney, number 3, Caroline Kelly. Caroline Kelly's a girl that's been, we've seen in this tournament quite often. She's played since she was a sophomore, now a senior. She's had a huge impact on that team. And for St. Pius, Natalie Rippey, she's had a fantastic tournament as well. And we're very excited to get this game underway.
Yeah, for sure, Trey. And it's looking like we're not going, looks like Athletic Director Cornell is not going to do the all-academic team tonight. So we will go straight to the starting lineups in just a few minutes.
Yeah, and taking a look at Kearney's road to get here. Their first game was against Shawnee Mission South, and they kind of blew that one out of the water. Shawnee Mission South, of course, losing to Liberty North tonight in the 7th place game. And then Kearney went on to beat St. Joe Central in the next round. That was 2 days ago. And here they are in the championship, looking to get their first championship in Liberty North Invitational history. And St. Pius started out against Liberty North. They were tightly contested going into halftime, but when they got in the second half, they blew Liberty North out of the water and came away with the victory. And then they played Lincoln Prep in the second round, and they were able to come away with a win.
Hi guys, I'm Haley Wine.
And now they face off against Kearney. And now let's take a look at an interview with Kearney head coach, Troy Ressler.
Hi guys, I'm Haley Wineland. I'm here with Kearney coach for the next game, Kearney versus St. Pius. Now, what are you looking forward to in the next game?
Championship atmosphere. This is a really fun tournament, especially when you can get to this point. Luckily, it's our 3rd year in a row. Haven't won it since 13, so we're looking to flip that tonight, get on the winning side of this. But just looking to have fun. The kids are excited, so looking forward to it.
Okay, well, we wish you good luck in the next game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Coach Retzer, for that. And going straight into the starting lineups for both teams. For Kearney, we have number 00, Sierra Culver. Number 3, Caroline Kelly. Number 5, Abby Couch. Number 14, Maddie Taylor. And number 33, Quinn Weekly. All those players being seniors, so very senior heavy on this Kearney starting lineup, except for number 33, Quinn Weekly. And then for St. Pius, number 2, Uchenna Anikwe. Number 5, Kate Parrish. Number 15, Ashley Hall. Number 22, Mia Simone. And number 40, Natalie Rippey.
Yeah, and starting with Kearney, everything's going to go through number 3, Caroline Kelly. Already mentioned her, standing at 5'10". She's going to be one of the bigger girls on the court tonight. And for Kearney to have success, they need her to get going.
Yeah, for sure, Trey. And the championship game of the women's side of the bracket, final game of women's side, will be tipping off here soon. Tipping off for both teams, Rippey and Culver. And it's one Kearney ball as Kelly takes it down the court.
Yeah, Kelly, the floor general for this Kearney team. St. Pius already recognizing that. They double team her up top to begin the game.
Kelly finds the ball back at the top of the key. A good pass to Weekly, and the shot from Taylor gets it to go. Maddie Taylor, first points of the night for her are a big 3.
Yeah, that was really nice inside penetration from Kearney there, and they're able to draw the double team inside, kick it out, and just a wonderful shot and a wonderful way to start the game. Maddie Taylor coming up with a nice 3-pointer.
Yeah, ball knocked out of bounds, going to stay Pius ball. And something to note here, both these teams did not play or make it past the semifinals last year. So interesting to see some new teams coming into the championship of the Liberty North Invitational Tournament. A little bit different on the boys' side. Basin Linwood played the championship and won last year, but St. Thomas Aquinas was not even a part of the tournament.
Yeah, and familiar teams in the semifinals with Park Hill and Liberty North both making it to the semifinals. And wow, St. Pius responding right away.
Number 15, Ashley Hall on the shot right there. Gets that one to go as well. Ties it up 3-all with 1 minute into the game. Back to Kelly at the top. Finds Abby Couch as he drives in with the jumper and gets that one to go. Abby Couch, she's got 2 points tonight.
Yeah, Abby Couch got the ball on the wing, took the defender off the dribble right off her left side. Wonderful floater. Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, as you can see right there, just a nice, easy right-handed layup. Going to swish in. And during the replay, we're going to have a foul on St. Pius on the rebound. That one being on number 22, Mia Simone. Mia Simone, that's her first, St. Pius' first as well.
And St. Pius with some nice defense with Kate Parrish knocking the ball out of bounds. St. Pius really coming out aggressive here on the defensive side.
Yeah, sure, already down by 2 points. Definitely not a big deficit at all. But enough to already put the press on a little bit.
Yeah, and that's Uchenna Inikwe knocking the ball out of bounds on that one. St. Pius really doing a great job of getting into those passing lanes.
Yeah, and something interesting here about this St. Pius team. Got a couple set of sisters, I assume. Uchenna and Adana Inikwe. I can only assume they're twins because they're in the same grade, but you don't want to assume too much. And then also, number 25, number 33, Anna and Molly Cernich, also playing on St. Pius' team. So always kind of cool to see that. Same thing with St. Joe Central's team. They have Ella and Grace Moody playing on the team. So it's always interesting to see families playing the same team here in the high schools.
And to retaliate with our coach Troy Rester interview, we're going to take a look at Krista Daniels' interview, head coach from St. Pius.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm here with the coach for St. Pius for the next game of St. Pius versus Kearney. Now, how do you feel about this game coming up?
I feel pretty good. We've had a pretty good week here at the tournament. I think if we can keep it going, what we've done the past 2 games, should be a good game.
And then what's a player that we can watch out for during the game from St. Pius?
For us, I mean, we're kind of, everyone pitches in a little bit. I mean, our 2 leading scorers this week are Natalie Rippey and Mia Simone. But like I said, we kind of spread around the points across the board, so anybody can step up.
Okay, well, thank you and good luck with the next game.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Coach Daniels. And while we were gone, Kearney had the ball, and after a couple missed shots, Pius rebounds, and that last shot right there from Mia Simone does not go in as well, and it will be a foul on the Lady Warriors. That one going on number 2, Uchenna Nikwe, her first, team second, and that last shot going up, Kate Parrish, the last Lady Warrior to score the 2 right there, tying it up 5-all.
Caroline Kelly bringing the ball up the court.
Goes to Parrish, then Parrish over to, or excuse me, Couch, then to Taylor. Taylor finds Kelly on the left wing again. She steps back and takes a shot. Ooh, air ball, and now it's going to go out of bounds. First shot of the night for Caroline Kelly, the player to watch, and that one does not go the way she wants it to go.
Yeah, some nice a nice ball movement around the perimeter there from Kearney. Taking a little bit of a contested 3 was Caroline Kelly. Not exactly the shot that you normally will take, but she's able to hit him every once in a while. Not able to come up with it on that one. St. Pius trying to get something going offensively. So far, a defensive battle.
That one not going to go for St. Pius as the Bulldogs rebound the ball. Ooh, and just out of the reach of Sierra Culver right there.
Yeah, that's a sloppy turnover right there from the Bulldogs. They need to clean up on those if they want to stay in this game. And that's something that we've seen hurt a lot of teams in this tournament, and it's something that is going to hurt any team in high school basketball, really is. When you turn the ball over a lot it's going to give the other team more possessions. You're going to get less possessions. So easy math there to figure out, you know, that's bad.
Yeah, and one thing is high school teams are especially not as great at shooting as maybe some collegiate and NBA teams, of course. So the more times they get the ball and the more times they get to shoot, the better chance of those points are going to start piling up. On the regular possessions, the odds of those shots going in are get less and less, but the more they got, the more chances those shots are going to go in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Checking into the game, number 1, Adana Anikwe.
And once again, another turnover from Kearney. St. Pius running the fast break, but Kearney got back really quick.
And that ball was stolen by Olivia White, number 12, checking the game as well. Shot from Cernish, not going to go in. And Kelly takes it down the court, and wow, gets it blocked on the shot. No fouls, a clean block right there from White.
Well, positive and negative to take from that for St. Pius. They had a bad miss inside that they needed to make, but then on defense, they get in transition, and a wonderful block from Olivia White in transition. That's a really nice hustle.
Kelly goes back to Couch in the corner, and it is going to hit the wires holding up the backcourt. I don't even know what to call those, honestly.
The metal thingy.
Hit the metal thingy, and it's going to be out of bounds. St. Pius ball.
And St. Pius trying to work something offensively. They've done a great job of getting it inside and getting good shots inside, but they just haven't been able to come away with anything. And that's what you look for right there is trips to the free throw line. That's Adana Inikwe going to the free throw line, the first free throws of the night for either team.
Yeah, and that foul is on number 00, Sierra Culver. That's her first foul, team's first as well.
First one is good. And we talk about how important it is to take care of the ball, but something that goes hand in hand with that is free throws. If you're not able to make your free throws, you're not going to have much of a chance against any team. And as you see, Inikwe missing the second free throw, able to come up with just 1 point.
Kelly's second shot not going to go in as well. And ball is tipped out of bounds, on the shot, so it's going to stay Bulldog ball. So apparently Kelly's shot must have gotten a little bit tipped. And by a reaction, it looked like it was as well. So it will stay Kearney ball, and she'll have another chance to maybe put one in here.
Yeah, and if you were looking close enough, you could see that the ball had no spin on it at all. So obviously it was tipped because normally it would have a lot of spin on it. And especially her reaction, she looked very confused at her coach as to why that ball was called the Warriors ball. And now looks like St. Pius will take over possession.
Ooh. And that ball stolen away by the Bulldogs, number 5, Couch, and she puts it in. Abby Couch gets her 4th point of the night. Let's take a look at that replay right there from Couch. You can see the steal right there, and she drives down the court with the right hand. Easy money. Layups all day for Couch. That's her 4th point.
And Inikwe driving inside and kicking out. She looked like she was going to try to get something, but Kearney brought the double team. Really nice interior defense.
Rippey from beyond the arc doesn't get that one to go in, and rebounded by Quinn Weekly of the Bulldogs. Kelly hits it off to Kinsey Hoffman, who checks in the game for the Bulldogs.
Weekly, of course, the one non-senior in the starting lineup for Kearney, but she is listed as the biggest player, standing in at 6 foot tall.
And as Ashley Hall goes up, is fouled by the Bulldogs.
And the second trip to the line tonight for the Warriors. First trip for Ashley Hall.
That foul on number 5, Abby Couch. Her first, team second. That is Hall's 4th point of the night. Team 7, so it ties it up now. 7 apiece with a minute to go left here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and Kearney brought quite a student section tonight, a little bit surprising.
Yeah, honestly, Kearney not the farthest school away from the North, just really up the street, but I mean, they did have a pretty good turnout right here for this championship game, especially knowing that, to be honest, the women's sides of the brackets do not get a whole lot of attention, but awesome to see both schools coming out having really good student sections.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's really cool to see other team student sections come out in tournaments and support their teams.
Because you always see Liberty North side here. You can hear them behind us.
Yeah,
but,
Liberty North has a clear home court advantage. But basically, Linwood last night in the semifinal game in the men's side of the bracket, they came out with quite the student section. And those two student sections were actually chirping at each other pretty much all night. That always brings a really exciting element to these games. It really makes for a great atmosphere.
Yeah, and Bakes for Linwood is actually about 40 minutes away from here on the Kansas side. And you'd like to think on a school night for an 8:30 game, that's commitment right there, especially going to overtime last night. That shot from White, no good, air ball, or excuse me, number 10, Grace Brockman, not gonna go in. That one from Rippey as well.
Rippey, her second miss of the night. She had an open look.
Kelly drives in, doesn't get that one to go as well. And as I was saying, even going into overtime, having the opportunity to stay, and honestly, the game didn't get over until almost 10:20. So getting back at 11 o'clock, that's commitment right there for Base Linwood. And I would expect for them to come out again. And it looks like Brockman was unaware of the clock. Pius leads Kearney 8-7. Let's be back after these messages.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for tonight's Liberty North Invitational Women's Bracket Championship game. Pius over Kearney 8-7 right now. And so far, players to watch, Ashley Hall for Pius has got 5 points. And also Abby Couch has 4 points for Kearney, so we'll continue to watch them. You're gonna see some replays here. That first quarter was a relatively slow one, only 15 points scored. But a lot of turnovers, Trey. They got to be able to capitalize on that. Both teams having turnovers and a lot of missed shots, a lot of defensive rebounds. It'd be one thing to capitalize here before the end of the half. Limit turnovers and maybe get some more offensive boards for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And one big thing from the first quarter is the Warriors really struggled finishing inside. They got a lot of good looks, and you know, getting good looks inside, they were also able to draw double teams in there and kick out to open shooters, but they just weren't shooting the shots. And if they did shoot them, they weren't making them. So they just need to convert on their opportunities.
Yeah, that's going to be a travel on Simone. Looks like she picked up her dribble and tried to Euro step up to the basket and did not get that one past the referees. They got eyes like eagles out here tonight.
Yeah, Kelly, I don't think she's come out in this entire game so far. I know it's only, you know, a little into the second quarter, but typically you'll take a starter like her out
A breather, yeah.
Yeah, with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah,
when both teams will be subbing.
It doesn't even look like you're skipping a beat either, going out there. Oh, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on number 12, Olivia White. That's her first, team's third of the half. Or excuse me, number fourth foul of the half.
Kearney's really excelled at ball movement so far tonight, but I think that they just need to be a little bit more patient on offense.
That ball knocked out of bounds by Parrish of the Lady Warriors. Excellent ball movement indeed, but they've had a lot of balls tipped away, so more ball movement means more opportunity to steal the ball.
Yeah, and Pius really playing pressure defense. They play zone unlike a lot of teams that in this tournament. And what that allows them to do is it allows them to get in those passing lanes a little bit easier because you're not worried about getting on your man. You're worried about, you know, trying to get the ball, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, that last shot from Couch was quite a bit short. Just about an air ball, but gets the net, and you can see the reaction on her face like, ooh, that's my bad. Oh, wow. Yikes. And it looks like Kelly was straight up And the shot from White is going to just be straight up. And she fell out of bounds with the ball, so it is going to be Kearney ball. Interesting call right there by the referees. The long pass back to Kelly. Couch drives in with the left hand now. Goes to Weekly.
Yeah, Kearney really just hasn't been able to have any answers for this pressing defense from the Warriors. And what they're doing a great job of is not giving up open shots inside. They just gave up one, but Kearney not able to convert.
Shot from Kelly, gets that one to go. Caroline Kelly's on the board. She's got 3 and puts the lead back in Kearney's favor. Let's take a look at that last shot from Kelly.
Kelly getting the dish from her
Wide
teammate.
open.
Really nice, and she's finally able to break through. There's a little bit of a rough patch that she had in that first quarter, and she comes away with an easy 3 points. And that'll give Kearney the 10-8 lead.
Nikwe goes to Simone in the corner. And back up top to Hall. Hall drives in with the left hand, but is going to get called on the travel.
Both teams need to limit their turnovers so far.
Yep.
That's definitely been the one thing you can look at for both teams and say, hey, we need to improve on this. And then, you know, we'll see more possessions and more points on the board because of that. And in a tight game like this, you know, it's just a 2-point game. You know, that's going to be a big difference.
Yeah, Kearney up by 2 now as Kelly drives in with the right hand, gets it up, and is not going to fall in, but Kelly will go to the line as a shooting foul. Looks like it's going to be on, yep, number 2, Uchenna Anikwe. Her second, team 5th.
Caroline Kelly's come to life a little bit here in this second quarter. After making that 3-pointer, she's able to draw a trip to the line, excuse me.
First shot from Kelly is a miss.
Checking back into the Warriors, number 12, Olivia White.
Checking back into the Warriors, Olivia White, number 12, and Kelly gets the second one to sink in. She's got 4 on the night, extending the lead now to 3.
And the Euro step getting blocked. Kearney showing some really nice defense leading into transition offense and a turnover.
Ooh, bad pass right there from Kelly and is going to be intercepted by the Lady Warriors.
Ashley Hall, after making the mistake on offense, gets back on defense and makes Kearney pay for a sloppy pass.
Yep. Parrish drives in and puts it over the right hand, doesn't get it to fall. Kearney will get the rebound with 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Oh, Kelly's wide open, 5 feet from beyond the arc and gets that one to sink in. Caroline Kelly's got 7. Let's take a look at that last 3.
And she started to catch fire, Cole. We knew she was going to be a player to watch coming into the game, and now she's coming alive, and she's hitting it from way downtown.
Yeah, that's something you don't really count for, especially in these high school games is, I don't know, if I'm on the defense, I'm like, she's good, but look at how far away she is from the line. Like, we can leave it a little bit open, but Caroline Kelly easily says, no, you can't. Right there, she had a lot of space beyond the arc, and she's still able to make that 3 look easy.
Yeah, a lot of coaches talk about, you know, trying to coach the game and play it from the inside out, meaning that you start at the basket and trying to defend inside and score inside, and then you work out to the perimeter. But Caroline Kelly says, no, throw all that out the window.
Yep.
I'll start from way out in.
And that is now her 7th point. Kelly doing an excellent job so far this game. White takes it down the court. Hands it off to Simone, and Simone back to Parrish. Parrish drives in and finds White. A spin move, and she goes up with the left hand. Beauty of a layup from right there from Olivia White.
Olivia White, let's take another look at that one. Beating the defender off the dribble, spinning and winning, going up with the left-handed jelly finish. My goodness.
I know, putting Maddie Taylor on skates there. Four minutes left in the half. Kearney's up by 4.
And looks like Kelly is just she takes her defender one-on-one And sloppy pass that was intended for Quinn Weekly, but she was not able to get it.
Yeah, Quinn Weekly, it didn't look like she was expecting that pass, or especially a pass of that velocity. So definitely not going to be able to let that one go for Kelly, as another sloppy pass right there for the point guard.
Yeah, she had the right idea to try to feed Weekly inside, but Weekly just didn't look like she expected it at all. And that's a turnover and a big block from
big
Kearney.
block from Kelly. Oh, and then just like that, Hall pokes it out, and Simone goes up with the right hand. Oh, and that was blocked as well. Did I not get an invitation to the block party? Because I've appeared here now.
Abby Couch coming up big. St. Pius thought they had an easy bucket. Boom! Couch said, no, 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 not in my house.
No, ma'am. He's going to retain Pius ball off the deflection from Kearney. Simone goes back out to Brockman. Well, Simone drives in and is going to get fouled, looks like by Caroline Kelly. That is her first, team fourth of the night.
This was a big possession for St. Pius. They'd gone a little bit of time without getting a score, and now down 2 possessions. And that free throw will make it just 1 possession. St. Pius trying to regain a little bit of their footing offensively.
That's Mia Simone's first point. She gets on the board now. Kearney down by 3, and the second one is also sunk. And she lets the student section know, man, I'm up here to shoot baskets, not trash talk. And there it is. Kearney's up now by 2.
Well, good ball movement from Kearney. You like to see them be a little more patient. It seems like they've rushed into a lot of shots.
And that's how you be patient right there. Oh, but just off the inside of the rim right there. Couch not getting that one to fall in.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Couch. Just not able to get it to go, but they did show a lot of patience on that position, waiting for an open shot to come. They had it, just not able to convert, but they'll take that all day.
Yeah, that's something you can't get mad at, Trey. Getting good ball movement, as you said, and Pius is playing excellent defense so far. So when you can get open shot like that, you're just not able to convert. You can't be mad about a missed shot like that just outside the rebound, or just outside the rim, I should say.
And Kearney trying to drive the ball inside. They've been driving inside, kicking out to the perimeter quite a bit, but they've not been able to knock down their 3-pointers besides the 2 from Caroline Kelly. And Kearney does miss on that one. St. Pius on the break.
That shot from number 41, Everett Mack, who's checking the game for the first time tonight. Kelly takes it down the court, finds White. Oh, and an excellent pass right there from Caroline Kelly. That shot going in. Number 25, Shelby Holtz, also checking in the game, her first 2 points.
Let's take another look at that. Caroline Kelly going up, acting like she's going to shoot the layup, but dumps it off to her teammate Holst. Really nice play from Kelly.
As Kearney now up by 4. Anikwe shoots it, gets their own rebound. It shoots again, and this time is rebounded by Kearney, but it looks like it was taken out of bounds and will retain Kearney ball.
Yeah, it looked like Olivia White from St. Pius actually took it out of her hands, but as she did that, she was out of bounds.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, a little bit better court awareness right there from White, but still just trying to take the ball in any way you can.
Yeah, good defensive effort.
Yeah,
Can't get mad at that.
Definitely. Can't get mad at the hustle for sure.
Respect the game. And Hull's showing a little bit of ball handling skills.
Kelly drives in, but goes to Weekly, and Weekly, the stand-up jumper, doesn't get that one to go. Hoffman finds Kelly again, and another off shot from Caroline Kelly. Oh, wow. Hey, it looked like they were playing football there for just a second.
Yeah, that was just bodies colliding, going to the floor. Very physical play in this game from the Warriors and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there. That's a foul on Quinn Weekly, her second, team's 6th now for Kearney. Simone goes back to Brockman on the outside. And Olivia White. Oh, and then goes to Anikwe. Oh, and that one is not falling.
St. Pius just not been able to get any shots to go. They've had no luck.
They've gotten some good looks, and they're just not getting to fall in. And something good to point out here is one of the key players so far for Pius, Olivia White, who's played an excellent game, listed it as 5'2" for tonight. Not the ideal basketball height, but as you can see, the height is not making a difference for her. She's had an excellent game already. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect it, but the non-scorebook type of stats are coming out of her tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. She does look 5'2", but she does not play 5'2".
No, sir.
And the thing about her is she plays excellent perimeter defense. She has great endurance. If you've been watching her, she's been at the top of the key all night, shifting between ball handlers as they play this zone defense.
So not only is she able to play excellent defense by having a difficulty with the height challenge, but also she's quick and fast enough and has enough endurance that she can hop back and forth between ball handlers.
Yeah, and here we have a timeout with about 18.4 seconds left in the second quarter. Kearney Bulldogs leading St. Pius Warriors 16-12. We will see you guys right after the break.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for tonight's final game of the women's side of the bracket as the Bulldogs lead 16-12 over the Lady Warriors. And Kearney will inbound the ball. I'd assume Kelly will take it, and Kearney will try and take the last shot here, up by 4, maybe try and go up by 7 at the half. Great momentum boost right there.
Yeah, and St. Pius just has not been their day so far. They've had a lot of balls just rim out. They've had open looks that they just haven't been able to convert on. And good move from Caroline Kelly, able to break off the defender.
That was a good fake right there from Kelly as it allows Couch to move the ball. 5 seconds left. Couch, a good move. Oh, and doesn't quite get it to go and is not put up back in time. The move from Couch put Parrish on skates, and that will end the second quarter. Kearney up 16-12. Let's send it up to Jaden and Zach in the studio.
Hello and welcome to your North Station Studio halftime show. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner Jaden Klug. And just moments ago we were watching the Kearney Bulldogs taking on the St. Pius Warriors, where they are up 16-12. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights so far. The highlights so far.
Is that the right camera?
Yeah. Oh. And we're gonna send it to a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. All right, and now we are ready for some replays, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of those as we got number 22, Mia Simone right there getting blocked.
Oops. By Abby Couch, 5'9", really been a beast on the defensive side of the ball this night.
Yeah, now we got number 5 driving hard than Kate. That's Kate Parrish. You know, she's been going off a little bit tonight.
Number 5 again, Abby Couch on the offensive side of things. And number 3, definitely the standout player tonight, Caroline Kelly.
Yeah, she just got blocked right there by Abby.
She got blocked, but she's been real hot all night.
Like right there.
Like there from the 3.
Back threes and then end up, you know, making a couple free throws.
Gorgeous free throw.
And then coming up in a little bit, I believe she had a block soon after she made those back-to-back threes, which really put Kearney, you know, extended their lead as they were seeing nice little layup by Olivia White.
Oh, and a block from Abby Couch again.
And here's Caroline Kelly for one more assist. as she has been performing very well tonight. And now let's go ahead and send it to a quick break.
KC Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. KC Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will change your life and their life.
Adopt a new pet for just $25 at KC Pet Project from June 27th to July 6th at all 3 of our metro locations. For more information, visit kcpetproject.org.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Welcome back. Now we're going to go over some of the potential players of the game. For the Kearney Bulldogs, even though she started slow, she ended up shooting back-to-back threes and has 8 points thus far tonight, and it is Caroline Kelly. She also had a mean block earlier in the game and racked up some assists. She is definitely one of the players to watch in this second half as she's been really driving with the team.
Yeah, you know, she really turned it around. Started off a little bit slow, but those back-to-back threes really gave her team a lot of momentum. And the block, you know, that's always exciting, always gets the bench excited. That can be a key big play, you know, later in the game when they're looking back. You know, it was the game that got them excited, that led them to lead the game. And now for the St. Pius Warriors, their player of the game is definitely Ashley Hall. She's been 100% from the line tonight, and that's always something to be proud about, as she has 7 points so far, and she's been very shifty in the paint. You know, we saw a really cool layup from her. She got around a few defenders and played really aggressive and went up. And now let's hear a word from some of our sponsors.
This year, all we want for Christmas is a warm meal for every hungry child. A bed for every homeless family, and blessings for every soul who helps us make this dream come true.
Now let's relook at some of the keys to victory for the Bulldogs. They definitely need to play aggressive, play fast, and shooters need to make their shots. Pretty simple things it sounds like, but once you get down on the court and under pressure, it kind of falls apart pretty quick.
Yeah, and this is another low-scoring game, so anytime you can shoot an open shot, that's going to be very important for this Kearney team. And as for St. Pius, they need to stay aggressive, take the open shots, and be physical. You know, I was hoping for a little bit more. We started to see a lot of physicality towards the end of the first half with a lot of the blocks, but I really love to watch aggressive basketball, and I would like to see a little bit more of that, you know, more consistent throughout the game. You know, maybe get a little nudgy, you know, block a lot of shots. That's always really fun for me to watch, being a defensive person. You know, in these low-scoring games, but I would really love for them to make a few shots and to also see it really aggressive playing. And now let's go ahead and hear a word from our sponsors.
This year, all we want for Christmas is a warm meal for every hungry child. A bed for every homeless family. And blessings for every soul who helps us make this dream come true.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Just to review, 16-12, the Kearney Bulldogs are up over St. Joe Central.
St. Pius Warriors.
St. Pius Warriors. Now we're going to go ahead and revisit some of the picks we made before the game.
Yeah, I picked the Kearney Bulldogs. I thought Caroline Kelly was going to have a great night, and she has been doing great so far. We see her kind of get really hot towards the end of the first quarter. The first half, and I expect her to stay that way throughout the rest of the game. You know, sometimes it just takes a couple shots to get going, and I think she's gotten in her groove. She looked a little bit awkward to start, you know, missing a couple, but I feel like the three, you know, the free throw, and then the next three, and then the block. I feel like she's in her groove. I think she's a player to watch. I think she's going to carry these Bulldogs to another victory, and I believe they're going to be tournament champions at the end of the night.
I don't know. On the St. Pius side of things, their offenses seem to flow really well. I feel like they've been moving the ball around quite a bit compared to how Kearney's been doing. Their flow's been a little bit off and interrupted by how Pius has come out really aggressive with their defense. They are playing press, they're playing man, they're playing aggressive and fast. And I think if they can play to their strengths and eliminate some of those key players, like number 5, I think they can really kind of sway the game in their direction again. It is only a 4-point game, so I can see it turning either way very quickly.
Yeah, you know, I do believe that St. Pius definitely has the ability to come back. You know, they're a great team. You know, they're in the championship, it seems like, every year in this tournament. You know, they've been really successful in the past. And I think, you know, Natalie Rippey, if she's going to start making some of those shots, she's going to be good. And they also did a really good job about turning the ball over. And now we're going to go ahead and send it courtside for some second half action with Cole and Trey, guys.
Hey, thanks, Zach and Jaden. Welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the championship of the women's side of the bracket. Kearney Bulldogs up over the St. Pius Lady Warriors, 16-12 here.
Yeah, we've got a great second half coming for you guys. A real defensive battle in the first half. Both of these teams had no real answer for either of the team's defenses. St. Pius coming out really strong defensively, as has been the story of the game so far. And I really think that St. Pius has a great chance in the second half, although they are down. They've had a lot of things just not go their way. They've had three-pointers just rim out. They've had inside opportunities, layups that just kind of rimmed out as well. So St. Pius, I think, has the potential to come back and win this game easily.
Yeah, Kearney's had a pretty good game so far. Caroline Kelly, no surprise, is our scoring leader. He's got 7 points. And also, for the St. Pius side, number 15, Ashley Hall, has 5.
But now Ashley Hall will inbound the ball to start the second half. Looks like she will be inbounding it to Caroline Kelly. Caroline Kelly, the leading scorer in the first half with 7 points. She leads the game. Then as for St. Pius, number 15, Ashley Hall, is their leading scorer with 5 points.
Shot from Kearney. Looks like that was from Maddie Taylor. Not going to fall in. That ball had to have been tipped, I think.
I think it had to have been tipped. There's no way it wasn't. Although it was a little bit hard to see.
It was.
Looks like St. Pius is trying to set something up, coming off of the give and go.
Anikwe drives in with the right hand, and Uchenna Anikwe gets 2 points on the board.
Good move from Anikwe. She just cuts hard right off of the dribble handoff and found an open lane to the basket for an easy layup. Good start to the quarter for the Warriors.
And then just like that, Uchenna Anikwe gets a steal and is going to set the Lady Warrior offense right back up, down by 2 now. Parrish drives in, right hand, Kate Parrish. Man. She's got 4 in the night, and that ties up the score, 16-all.
Yeah, Parrish with a really nice play, one of the biggest highlights, and I got to take another look at that one. That was really impressive. And as we see, going through 2 defenders, going up hard for the layup, really nice. Finishing inside from Parrish.
And that timeout now taken by the Bulldogs, just a minute and a half into this second half, and the score is now tied up 16-all. Let's take a look at the coach's interview at the half with Coach Ressler.
All right, you guys are up by 4 currently. How do you intend to keep the lead in the second half of the game?
Giving up 12 points and a half. Defensively is fine. Offense, this is the first time we ran against a zone this year, so we just got to go in and talk about a few things, make a few adjustments, and hopefully get them moving a little bit better on the offensive end.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, always a thanks to the coaches who are generous enough to do halftime interviews with all of our sideline reporters. I know it's very hard to do, especially coming off a rough half. Thank you to all the coaches who go back and watch these broadcasts as well for helping us support us so we can have an excellent couple of broadcasts for this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that I know a lot of people watching these broadcasts really appreciate. We've had a lot of compliments off of the coach interviews. But, of course, Kearney not having a rough half as they are currently winning.
Having a good half.
Or they were winning, of course. Now St. Pius has gone on a little bit of a run to start the third quarter.
Look like that ball was tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs, and Pius will inbound the ball as Simone is controlling. Hall drives in and goes to Parrish. Kate Parrish goes back to the left into Hall. Hall drives in with the right hand and is going to get fouled on the drive up. That one going on number 5. Abby Couch, her second, team first of the half.
Did a really nice job to draw the foul. And it looked like it will be called on the floor. So St. Thomas Aquinas will keep the ball, no free throws.
Yeah, Pius as Hall goes up off the front of the rim and it's rebounded by Kearney, but Pius knocked it out of bounds.
St. Pius had an open look at a 3 ball, but not able to get it to go. The score will remain tied, and Kearney catches a little bit of a break with the defensive lull there.
Kelly passes it off to Couch, and she puts it in as well. Abby Couch has got her 6th point of the night.
And let's take another look at that one. As you see, Kelly dishes it to Couch, and she just goes up with the floater, splits the defenders.
Easy money.
Really nice play. And now let's take a look at what St. Pius's coach, Krista Daniels, had to say.
I'm Ian Grove here with St. Pius's head coach. So what can you guys do to try and get back ahead in this game?
We definitely need to do a better job rebounding on both ends. We're giving them second and third chances. That can't happen.
Thank you.
And that shot good for Quinn Weekly, her first 2 points of the game. Bulldogs now lead by a relatively comfortable 4 points, 20-16. The shot from Natalie Rippey is up and good, her first 2 points of the night.
And looks like the scoring has jumped up a little bit, yeah. This game is starting to get very exciting.
It is, yeah, a little bit. A lot of scoring in the past 3.5 minutes. Ooh, and a long pass to Couch, and Couch puts it up. It looks like it hit off the back iron, and is going to be rebounded by Natalie Rippey of the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, some good work on the offensive glass from Quinn Weekly, trying to get the ball tipped out to her own teammate, but not quite able to get it done. And now Kelly leading the fast break, not able to find anything, but there she finds something, but not able to make the shot.
The open look from Taylor not going to fall in, and the Lady Warriors will retain the rebound. Here comes White to set something up here. Parrish drives in with the right hand. Oh, and gets it stolen away, and
yeah, really nice defensive play there from Abby Couch, but gets called with the travel. And that's kind of what happens when you just pluck the ball out of someone's hands and you kind of get thrown a little bit. Let's take another look at that one. That was very peculiar. Or maybe we won't take a second look at it.
That shot put right back up from Mia Simone. Her 4th point of the night. Ties up the score now, 20-all.
And let's take another look at that one. And Simone putting up the nice layup off the glass. And that'll tie the game, but you guys just missed it. Backdoor cut from Abby Couch with a great feed from her teammate. And going up for the layup.
Her 8th point of the night already for Couch.
Yeah, she's having quite the second half here.
Simone drives in with the right hand. And Simone puts that one up, her 6th point of the night.
That was like in between a jump shot and a running floater. kind of an interesting shot, but able to get it to go. So, you know, not gonna judge her methods when she's able to score like that. We got a shootout going here in this third quarter.
Yeah, the scoring's starting to rack up a little bit. 10 points apiece for each team almost. Kelly to inbound the ball. Almost gets it knocked away by White. Kelly taking her time. Score is tied now, so they definitely want to make sure they get the open looks they want. Couch drives in, but is going to go back to Kelly in a risky pass.
And the Kearney fans are not happy that the refs are not calling any fouls. The refs really been letting them play all game.
Yeah, there's only been a combined amount of 11 fouls the whole game, and Anikwe's ankle is absolutely broken, but it's not really going to matter because the shot goes up, missed, and is rebounded by the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, really nice move from Couch, but just not able to get the shot to fall. But that's something, oh my goodness.
Good pass from White, and then Rippey able to break through as well. Oh, Natalie Rippey stuck it to him there. Her fourth win of the night, and that was a good looking play right there.
And let's take another look at this one. Natalie Rippey getting the ball inside, taking Caroline Kelly in the post, and just bodying her, making the layup off the glass. Really nice play.
That ball tipped away by Anikwe and is going to go out of bounds. Stay Kearney basketball.
That ball was coming towards us.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I had to stick my arm out just in case it came up here. But then I was like, wait, she's coming after the ball. Probably don't want to put my arm out. Because, you know, we're actually kind of close to the sideline. You can almost see in that camera shot. And here it comes. Oh, I said it's a,
right
oh, no, oh. Then I said, oh, wait. And I was like,
and
oh,
there we are.
There we are, yeah.
No reaction. It would have just hit us right in the face.
Yeah, I really would have been like, whatever happens. Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, 41 Everett Mack. Oh, and Kelly drives in, loses possession for just a second, but retains it. Oh, and is poked away by White. But she can just pick it right back up. No backcourt violation as it was tipped away by her defender. Oh, quick shot right there and airball.
Oh!
Wow.
What a turn of events. Anikwe with that fantastic block, able to just plunk the ball out cleanly, but it looked like she got smacked in the face as she goes hard to the ground. And then Kearney able to come up with a rebound on second chance points. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
There was a lot that just happened right there. The shot right there from Kinsey Kutch, or excuse me, it looked like it was maybe Kinsey Hoffman, and then it went up. And then Anikwe went up to block it, did get a successful block, but then was knocked around, and the score ended up going through as Pius now.
Yeah, it did not look like it felt good. She went to the ground grabbing her face. Looked like she got smacked.
And coming back to the line, number 25, Shelby Holst. And it looks like St. Pius is racking up the fouls now, has 4 this half.
Wow, Kearney had an open look off the inbound pass coming on the off-ball screen from Kelly. Not able to make it, but great second chance effort to get the points. And that'll put Kearney back in the driver's seat with a 2-point lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, that shot from Culver. Kearney up by 2 with 5 seconds to go. Let's see if they get the look they want. Parrish goes back
to
Hall, and Hall puts it up off the outside of the rim. A miss for Hall, and Kearney goes into the fourth quarter. The score of 26-24.
Yeah, and
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Thank you to our sponsors there, Hawthorn Bank, and welcome to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for tonight's Liberty North Invitational Women's Championship game between the Bulldogs and the Lady Warriors of St. Pius. Kearney out to a 2-point lead now at the start of the fourth quarter. It's come down to the wire as both teams have had a relatively good scoring come alive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. The scoring really did come alive, absolutely. And Kearney Bulldogs currently lead by 2 points, but St. Pius really seemed to come back. They closed the deficit from 4-2, so making a little bit of work into that deficit. But now they have the fourth quarter, and they have can't make any excuses. It's just time to get it done. It's the championship game of the Liberty North Invitational, and a lot on the line right now.
Yeah, for sure. And Parrish drives in with the left hand. It gets knocked around, but somehow Pius rebounds and gets knocked out again. It gets knocked out again. And it looks like they're going to get a foul called, or excuse me, a traveling penalty. Whoa, oh my goodness, excuse me. Traveling violation called on, it looks like Weekly that picked up the ball, rolled on the floor. Interesting call from the referees, letting them play a lot. Not a lot of fouls called at all during this game. Only 15.
Yeah, we've had the same few referees refereeing all the games.
2 or 3 in that play.
Yeah, we've had the same referees doing all this week, but the referees have just rotated through the crews. So you see each referee kind of going with different people. And it looks like tonight we had the line judge actually was last night, one of last night's refs.
Looks like that foul was on number 5, Abby Couch. I think it's on Abby Couch, yes. It's going to be her third, team second.
And it looks like Brockman will dribble it off of her own leg, and it'll go out of bounds. So Kearney will take possession. Caroline Kelly still in the game.
Yeah, she has hardly ever taken a break, but being a leader of the team like that, I'm not going to want to take a break if I'm playing this good. And knowing that it's a championship game, I don't want to try and stay in the whole time. And another air ball from Kearney. That is, Shelby Holst has had not the greatest time from the field this game. The junior at 5'7" has only got 2 points and has had some rough shots, but at least she's still taking shots. At least going to try and score them in.
Yeah, both of these teams were able to put up a decent amount of points in their previous games, but now we got both of them playing fantastic defense, and neither one of them can score a lot. And as I say that,
Hall puts it in. Ashley Hall's got 8 on the night.
Yeah, great shot from Ashley Hall. She found herself wide open and nothing but net on the three-pointer. Nice shot.
Kelly is able to remain in control. Jump pass. And Holst goes back to Couch. And Kelly will start all over again with 6 minutes to go, down by 1. Hall goes to Culver. Culver goes up and is fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line. That foul is on number 40. Natalie Rippey, her second foul, team's 5th.
Foul called on number 48, Natalie Rippey, her second, team 5th foul for the Warriors.
Culver at the line has 2 points tonight. That one goes up and hits off the back iron, and will tie the game up at 27 apiece. Checking back into the game for the Bulldogs, number 14, Taylor, and number 22, Mia Simone. Second shot from Culver is up. Gets that one to go as well. Sierra Culver's got 4 in the night and extends the Kearney lead now to 1.
Yeah, and we're almost gridlocked with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This game is absolutely going to come down to the wire, Cole, and I'm excited for it.
Potential overtime right here.
Yeah, we saw an overtime game last night. The first overtime game of the tournament last night between Basin Linwood and Liberty North. And possibly, as you said.
Maybe another one right here.
Yeah.
Potentially. Both teams playing with a lot of grit, not wanting to quit.
Hey, free basketball.
Yes, free basketball, indeed. Didn't pay for the overtime.
And you guys didn't pay for the
I
YouTube?
I didn't pay at all, so.
Yeah, actually none of us paid except for the people here.
Well, yeah. Some of them did. Some of them just get in free.
I've never talked so much.
Shot from Kelly, not going to go in. And Anikwe will rebound. 5 minutes left as Pius is down by 1. Paris drives in and will get fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line. That foul on number 00, Sierra Culver. Third foul for Culver. Oh, excuse me. The second foul for Culver. Third team foul of the half. Parrish to the line, gets that one to go up and in. Kate Parrish has her 5th point of the night. To take the lead. And that one goes in as well. Kate's got 6 in the night and brings the St. Pius lead 2-1 again. It just seems like on every possession the score just keeps flipping back and forth. I guess that's what happens when each team goes down by 1.
Yeah, we got a seesaw going on.
Yeah. Culver puts it up and is going to be rebounded by Kearney, but knocked out of bounds and is going to remain Kearney ball.
Yeah, it looks like that was called off on Ashley Hall. And Abby Couch will inbound the ball for Kearney. And they set up a play for Caroline Kelly. Very shocking.
Oh, Caroline Kelly gets it to go. She's got 10 on the night.
Kelly comes up the off-ball screen really nicely. Had a wide open three-pointer. She had a window of about 3 feet when she caught that ball. Good shooters always know when they have enough space to get their shot up, and she knew she had enough space, took it up, and she got it to go.
The shot from Hall not going to go in and is knocked out of bounds by Weekly. Now let's take a look at that shot from Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly coming off the screen on the inbound, wide open on the wing, and bang, nothing but net.
A little bit of a contested shot from Anikwe, but nowhere even enough to get Kelly out of funk.
Yeah, Anikwe jumped as the ball was already being shot. She had no chance of really getting any hand in her face or really putting any pressure on the ball or to change the trajectory or anything. And a good shooter like Kelly, she'll make you pay for that.
Good ball movement from the Lady Warriors, but Kearney playing excellent defense.
Bam!
And Ashley Hall says, anything you can do, I can do better. She's got 11 on the night. Ashley Hall brings the lead back to St. Pius.
And Kearney will call the timeout, so now let's take a look at that three-pointer once again. Ashley Hall catching it in the corner, going right over Weekly. And that's got the St. Pius bench pumped up. And we've got about just under 4 minutes of play here in the championship game of the Women's Liberty North Invitational. Kearney leads St. Pius leads the Kearney Bulldogs 32-31. We will see you guys right after the break.
Casey Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. Casey Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will change your life and their life.
Adopt a new pet for just $25 at Casey Pet Project from June 27th to July 6th at all 3 of our metro locations. For more information, visit caseypetproject.org.
And welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the Liberty North Invitational Tournament. Is on the women's side of the bracket. Is the championship game. St. Pius clings to a 1-point lead. It's been back and forth this whole quarter with some exchange 2s, 3s, and even free throws. Now 4 minutes to go as St. Pius will look to capitalize and continue to win, and Kearney looks to claw their way back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a seesaw of a game going on here in the fourth quarter. It was tight throughout the first half, with Kearney pretty much controlling it the whole time, but now St. Pius here in the fourth quarter has taken their first lead since the first quarter. And now now St. Pius is in the driver's seat, and Kearney looks to respond.
Kelly with the ball at the top of the key. And they go to Taylor, then back to Kelly. They find Weekly on the inside, and she goes up and is blocked. And is blocked again, but this time as she goes up, and Natalie Rippey not happy about that.
And Weekly going up against stuffed, and she goes up again. Natalie Rippey playing some good defense inside. She did not like the call at all but regardless, that will send Weekly to the line.
Yeah, Natalie and Rippey, the quote-unquote forwards of this team. A good matchup right there. That's Weekly's 3rd point.
Yeah, they've been pretty evenly matched so far, as Rippey has 4 points and Weekly has 3 points, looking to get her 4th point of the night.
That one goes up, and Weekly sinks it in, her 4th, brings the Kearney lead back to 1.
Yeah, the seesaw is going to keep on going.
Just under 3.5 minutes to go. Simone controls the basketball.
And St. Pius showing a lot of ball movement. They're starting to up the tempo. Kearney playing some good defense.
The pass from Pius is intercepted by Couch, and now Kelly will take it down the court. Up by 1. 3 minutes to go. This is an opportunity where Kearney definitely has to capitalize. They need to get a good possession right here. Can't give up the ball.
Yeah,
if they can get a 2 and even a 3, that'll put their chances of keeping that score up a lot higher.
Yeah, it's an even bigger defensive possession for St. Pius. If they give up
with a stop right here, that'd be outstanding. Oh, and another block by Rippey. Oh, and just another, not the best shot we want right there from Taylor. And it is rebounded by Pius. 2.5 minutes to go. Timeout called by St. Pius. It is going to be a half timeout. And as Pius is down now, 32-33, we'll be back after these short messages.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Yeah, and welcome back to Liberty North High School. The final game of the women's bracket, as Kearney is up 33-32 now.
And a great shot. We got Thriller playing here at the field house. That's our cameraman, Ryan. And wow, the field house is popping right now as we have a 33-32 game here on the women's championship of the Liberty North Invitational. And everybody's very excited for these final 2 minutes. And man, I can see this game going either way.
Yeah, Kearney only up by 1, and it's been flip-flopping the whole match. Aniqui goes back to Simone. Simone wide open, a couple feet beyond the arc, and doesn't get it to fall, and rebounded by Kearney.
And some physical play going on. Looks like they would call it a foul, not a jump ball.
This one on number 2, Uchenna Aniqui. Her 3rd, Pius' 7th of the night. That will send Kearney to the line for a 1-and-1. First one from Culver is sunken in. She's got 5 on the night. That's her 3rd made free throw.
And finally, we get this game to more than just a 1-point game from either team.
Oh, and hit off the back iron. Rebounded by Pius, now down by 2. Now, for the Lady Warriors, you do not want to think with the mindset we need a 3.
Or well, maybe we do.
If they would let me finish. The mindset they need to have is they don't need a 3 right there, because you get that, and you miss a 3, and then Kearney gets a rebound, calls a timeout, and now their momentum is back in their favor.
And that's exactly what you don't want.
Yeah, so right there, if you're St. Pius, you definitely got to go up there thinking, we just need points. And
points
Kearney,
are very important.
Kearney, yes, they are. And Kearney has 3 fouls in the half, so they're thinking we can be aggressive. If they drive into the lane right there and call and get a foul call, they can go to the line and get 2 easy points, so they're right back in it. But a 3 like that, and then they miss it, and now they're in the hole a little bit. 1:45 left. Kearney's going to take as much time off the clock as they can. And now St. Pius is forced to maybe foul, and they're already in the 1-1. So definitely not what Coach Daniels wants to see at St. Pius.
Right, and the worst thing that they could have done in that situation was force up a shot from anywhere on the court, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So disappointing to see from Pius, but let's see how they can capitalize on their mistakes.
And of course, no shot clock in basketball, so
Take as much time as they want, yep.
Yeah, but I don't think they're worried about taking time off the clock. If they're able to score and make this a 2-possession game, they'll be in the driver's seat going to the rest of the game. So instead of St. Pius fighting to tie the game, they'll be fighting to get this to a 1 possession, and Kearney turns it over.
Bad pass from Culver, and will give Pius the ball right back as White dribbles down the court, finds Simone. Now, remember what I said before, they're definitely just going to try and get points. Don't need a dagger 3 to take the lead, just need something to tie it up here. Just over a minute left here. Simone looks to find Pius on the inside. And it looks like there's going to be a foul on Quinn Weekly of Kearney. That's going to send, well, I guess not going to send Kearney to the line quite yet. It's going to inbound the ball. And you can see a shot of the Kearney student section right there. Relatively big here for our basketball game. Almost filled up the whole stands on one side. Parrish goes back out to White. Just under a minute to go now. Simone takes a shot. She has not been able to hit that shot all game. And she has had a rough time tonight. Simone's got 6 points, none of them being the threes. And Kearney will take a timeout. 41.2 seconds to go as they lead by 2.
Well, Cole, what are the odds that they give the ball to Caroline Kelly to try to make a big play and seal this game?
Yeah, I'm not a betting man, but that's what I put my money on, Trey, for sure.
And here we got about 41.2 seconds left here at the Liberty North Fieldhouse of the Women's Liberty North Invitational Championship. The St. Pius Warriors currently are down 2 points to the Kearney Bulldogs. Kearney Bulldogs do have possession and will look to make this a 2-possession game. Right now for the Kearney Bulldogs, the most important thing is don't turn the ball over. If they turn the ball over, that could lead to easy transition points for the Warriors, and that's exactly what they can't do. And as for the St. Pius Warriors, you don't have to foul right away, but try to force a turnover. And if you can't do that, force them to take a bad shot, do something that they don't want to do, make them uncomfortable. Anything you can do on the defensive side of the ball to make Kearney uncomfortable is going to help you try to get the ball back quickly. The worst thing that St. Pius can do is let Kearney hold the ball for the last 40 seconds. And it looks like the teams will take the points, it looks like the teams will take the court once again. Caroline Kelly gets the ball inbounded. And they turned it over. Looks like we had an offensive foul, and Kearney's looking around, not sure what just happened. And St. Pius will have a chance to tie it here with 37 seconds. And we got about 37 seconds left here in the championship game of the women's side of the Liberty North Invitational. Kearney leads 34-32. We will see you guys after the break.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
And welcome back to the Liberty North Fieldhouse. Looks like the St. Pius Warriors will take the court here with about 37 seconds left. And we will see how the rest of this game plays out, Cole. Currently, the Kearney Bulldogs are in the bonus.
Yes, they are, which will make a bit of a difference here, especially when they go back on offense. We will see what the Warriors put together. Now, big offensive drive for the Warriors, down by 2 with less than 30 seconds to go. Passes between Anique and Simone. And then they find Parrish on the inside, and she gets fouled on the way up, and Parrish goes back to the line. Kate Paris had an excellent game, no fouls, and already has 6 points on the night. That is the 4th foul on number 33, Quinn Weekly. 4th foul as well. Excuse me, the 6th foul for Kearney. Oh, excuse me, that looks like that foul was called on the floor, so they will inbound the ball again. The shot from Hall is off the backboard and is not going to go, and there looked like to be a foul on St. Pius, and Quinn Weekly will go to the line to maybe secure the victory here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, if she's able to make both free throws, if she's able to make both free throws right here, make it a 2-possession game, that could possibly seal the deal with about 13 seconds left. But even if she makes just one, that'll keep it a 1-possession game, and St. Pius will still have a chance. And if you're St. Pius right now, if she makes both, you have to get down the floor quickly. You don't have to shoot a 3, but you do have to get a basket quickly.
Yep.
And if she makes 1 of 2, once again, you don't have to shoot a 3. But if you do shoot a 2, you have to do it very quickly. If you shoot a 3, you can wait a little bit.
Checking back into the game, White for St. Pius. The long-awaited free throws are finally occurring. Weekly at the line. She goes up, and that one is good. She makes the first 1 and 1.
And that is a big one right there. Able to at least make it a 3-point game. And if she makes this, that could quite possibly seal the deal. And it is good. Quinn Weekly comes up. Humongous for the Kearney Bulldogs. That was very clutch right there.
Humongous, as we look up the dictionary of DeGarmo, I'm assuming means big play. And that will seal the deal. Hall fouls, and that will send Kearney back to the line. They're up by 4, and there's 4 seconds left. So it looks like Kearney is going to take home the victory tonight.
Humongous. It is a mix between gigantic and humongous. And the first one is made by Abby Couch. And the second one is missed, but it is too little, too late for St. Pius, and we have a travel there. But they will say time expired, and the Kearney Bulldogs will win the 2019 Liberty North Invitational on the women's side. Congratulations to Kearney and everybody associated with their team. They really deserve this one. Now let's take a look at some replays that show them how they got here. Caroline Kelly with the big 3 on that one. Caroline Kelly and Couch really the 2 that led the way to victory, as well as Quinn Weekly. Another big 3-pointer from Kearney. Kearney dominated this game throughout. St. Pius showed a lot of effort getting back into it. And now we're going to send him to the studio for the post-game show. What do you guys got for us?
Hello and welcome back to the studio for your post-game show, where we just had an outstanding game, and your Kearney Bulldogs are the 2019 Liberty North Invitational champions. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner Jaden Klug, and our third game just came to the close tonight with Kearney beating St. Joe Central in a close game. It came down to the wire. I thought Central had a chance to win right there at the end, but they turned the ball over. Really exciting game. Couldn't ask for a better championship game.
That's right, Zach. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of tonight's highlights.
And we're looking at
the greatest highlight of all. One day in the middle school talent show, he sang Africa and sang both parts.
All right, now on to the game highlights. We got Natalie Ripley going up right there for some points. As we see a good spot right there, and it looked like a little flop, but Abby Couch got the points. And Sierra Culver had a great night, ended with 5 points. She contributed a lot to her team
Ashley
tonight.
Hall up for 3. And Mia Simone put up lots of points today. Very consistent in the paint, for sure.
Yeah, so we got number 5 right there. We got Abby Couch yet again going for a nice, easy layup.
Again, Mia for some good points.
And here we go to the trophy presentation, as we see your Kearney Bulldogs are the 2019 Liberty North Invitational champions. Very exciting, and we're going to go ahead and we'll be back with you for the conclusion of our post-game show after these messages.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
KC Pet Project has such a phenomenal adoption program. It was just important for us to go there. The care that they gave us and the instructions and the information, they were all just so kind to us. KC Pet Project is just so full with furry family members who need homes.
Adopting an animal from your local shelter will...
All right, I'm here with Coach Ressler of the Kearney Bulldogs head coach. What does it feel like coming out of that win?
It's great. It was stressful, but it's great to get a win. Pius has proven they're a really good team. They were 5-0, and that's not by mistake. So I told their coaches afterward, and I truly believe this. I think they're in Class 3 this year. I expect to see them make a playoff run and get down to the Final Four. But I'm proud of the way we had to keep our composure and hit some free throws down the stretch and make just enough plays to get the win.
Yeah, and we saw that at the end of the game. Caroline Kelly going to be one of the tournament players of the game, or of the tournament. Yeah. What does that feel knowing that she's done an excellent job, not only this year, but in years prior, being a senior this year, being a huge leader?
Oh, it's awesome. She's played in a lot of big games, so there's no moment that's going to be too big for her. I mean, when you played in the Final Four and you're a point guard, the ball's always in her hands. So she leads us. I call her the floor general because that's what she is. She's our Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and then lastly, you guys have played in the tournament a couple of times, and you've never ever been able to come out on top. Now coming in, what does it mean for the future?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, we won it in 13. We haven't won it since then. So yeah, it's a great tournament. It's a lot of fun. But in the grand scheme of things, it's the first tournament of the year. We're 3-0 now. We start conference play Monday, so now it's kind of on to the next. But it's a great tournament. We have fun playing here. Great atmosphere on a Friday night. So we just really enjoy it.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach Ressler. Let's send it back up to Zach and Jaden.
And we're back. Thank you so much for that interview, Cole and Coach Ressler. What a great game. He's got to be super excited that he took his team to the championship. Great coach all throughout. He's got to be really proud of his team tonight, and I'm sure they're going to celebrate this win this weekend before they get the regular season kicked off and back into full swing next week. But jumping right back in to the player of the game, and that is going to Quinn Weekly. When you have a night where you're 4 for 4 from the line, that's really impressive. Overall, she had a great performance. She had 5 points on the night, and I was really impressed with her performance throughout the whole tournament, and also defensively. She's a great defensive player. Always forcing turnovers and getting rebounds. She's a great player, and she really deserves this player of the game. And now we're going to make sure to tune back in for the Basel Linwood St. Thomas Aquinas men's championship game at 8:30, and we're going to have the pregame show coming up for you right here in a little bit.